Hey! It's Friday.
Well, that's not how you're supposed to open the show. Let me practice your opening.
I am. Hold on, Coach. It's Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Travis, and this is Travis Talk Sports, along with the coach, Ron Tunick.
That was not your opening that we practiced for 2 hours. Your opening was, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? Big what's up to the boys at Leon's.
And the Smoke Zone.
You got your own fan club, man.
Yeah, there's like our only 5 listeners right there at the Smoke Zone.
Beautiful. No, we got more than 5. Beautiful 85 degrees out. It's like summer out right now. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
All right, wake up. Where you been?
Well, that's like sports.
It started to sprinkle.
That's.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're excited about the show today. We got some good topics. We're going to talk NFL playoffs, local sports updates. We're going to talk about the matchups coming up this weekend for the NFL. We want to talk about high school sports and college sports locally. So if any of those topics you are interested in, give us a call. Our number 298-5487. We'll take your call and we'll take your take. See if you got any good takes about those subjects.
If you got takes, call us up and give us a take. Hart High School alum Brady White, do you remember him? He was pretty good. Gets a ride to Arizona State. I don't think he ever played. I don't think he ever got in there. He graduates in 3 years, and Memphis picked him up. He's going to be able to play at Memphis immediately and maybe even get 2 years in over at Memphis. God bless him. If he can start at Memphis, that would be big. Brady White, remember him from Hart?
That's a high-octane offense, Coach.
Very high-octane.
They killed UCLA earlier this season.
No kidding.
I lost a big parlay on that one.
They beat a lot of teams this year. Yeah. All right.
What's on the
local sports
schedule tonight, Coach?
I don't know. I have no clue. What do you think about both of you? Mike Trout gets $34 million a year. Is there $34 million worth of entertainment?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's the main man. He's going to break all the records there. He's that team. Hey, and if someone's going to pay it, you're worth it. That's what I say.
That's it?
Yep, that's all I got.
Well, what about local sports? Back to local sports.
Well, we had one score I wanted to highlight here.
While you're stalling, Golden Valley looks to maintain its hot start. In what sport would that be? Basketball. And we're going to be talking about basketball today. You two are Laker fans. What?
Before you go to Lakers, hold on a second. This Saugus player, I don't know if you've heard of him, Adrian McIntyre, averaging 33.7 points per game.
Who hasn't heard of Adrian? That's all we talk about every night is Adrian.
So right now he's on tap to be the player of the year here
for Saugus.
Yeah, well, in their league, on tap to be the player of the year. So that's a pretty good league. Hart beat Canyon 65-44.
Ooh.
And the Indians are 15-5, 3-0 in division right now.
That's good.
So they're starting off good. And then Valencia beat West Ranch 61-51. Valencia's having a tough year right now. They're 6-11, 2-1 in league play.
It goes in cycles.
Yeah.
What about women's sports? What about girls' soccer? Anybody care about girls' soccer?
I haven't really followed that much, Coach. What you have some insights?
I have no insights. I just wondered we should talk about some girls' sports too.
Yes.
My granddaughter was the freshman of the year at Saugus for golf.
That's great.
Freshman of the year.
Freshman of the year.
And I was her coach.
She must have some natural talent.
Can she beat you on the course?
Got her there.
No?
No, only Travis can beat me on the course. Travis can outdrive me. He can hit the ball a long way. All right, so we want to cover local sports. If you're a grandparent out there and you want to call in and talk about your grandson or your granddaughter or anything that's grand, give us a call at 298-5487. Aaron, do you have grandkids yet?
Not yet, Coach. Let's open the phones up for the athletes if they want to come on and talk a little trash.
School, Aaron.
Hey, it's lunchtime.
Their lunch is from what, 11:30 to 12:30?
I don't know.
Lunchtime trash talk between schools.
Yeah, why not? Let's open up the
We have
phones.
a little contest between school. Who talks the most trash?
What school do you think? Where did you go, Aaron?
Oh, I went to Hart, man. We rocked it. We had a great student section. That's big out here. I don't know if you guys know, but
Calm down, Aaron. Just calm down. Calm yourself
these
down.
student sections are insane at these games. I'm telling you.
Hart, for some reason, seems to dominate in certain sports. Baseball, football. Why? Why do you think, honestly?
I don't know. I think it's a lot more diluted now. In football, you see, Valencia has developed into a powerhouse. Golden Valley is up and coming. Hart, a lot of the talent has been taken away from Hart, but Hart still produces a lot of professionals in baseball.
Yeah.
I think baseball is Hart's biggest cash cow.
You're listening to Travis Talk Sports, Aaron, on KHTS award-winning radio, 98.1. Very good signal if you like FM.
Yeah, we got to let our listeners know KHTS 1220 AM, but also now 98.1 FM. Sounds great.
It does sound
Really looks
great.
good.
I was going to ask you a question about Mike Montgomery. Did you know Mike that went to Hart?
He graduated in my brother's year. Yeah, 2008.
Yeah. How nice, huh? $1 million kid. He was all of what, maybe 27, 28 years old?
Yeah, he's probably somewhere around there. My brother's, I think, 27.
Your brother's 20. What's his name?
My brother's name is Evan.
Evan. What a nice name. And what does Evan do?
My brother he's literally a rocket scientist. He's an aerospace engineer.
Okay, that's not part of sports.
No.
The show is called Travis Talk Sports. What do you want to talk about?
Well, one other thing I want to highlight that I don't know if has been done ever at the Masters University, but the Masters men's basketball team has won 18 in a row.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Can you believe that? They're 18-1, and they're 4-0 in their league in the GSAC. And they have a big test this weekend when they're playing number 20 Westmont, who's 14-3.
Out of Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and they will be playing right here at the Masters University.
Well, they may be.
7:30
How's
p.m.
Westmont going to get here when the 101 freeway's closed?
Oh, they're taking the 126.
No, the 101 is closed.
They're taking the 46 to the 5. They're going way.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know what other way is there besides those two ways.
That's it. You have to get up to Paso Robles, right? 46 over to 5, and maybe seriously, that's how they're going to have to do it.
They're going to fly from.
Can they take a boat?
They can take a train. Maybe that's how they. No, the train station pulls right up in front. Maybe a train.
Metrolink go from Santa Barbara.
So what time is that game? Does it
7:30.
say? 7:30.
Yes.
I'd like to go to that at the college, the university, the Masters University.
That's correct.
Yeah. So Aaron's brother's a rocket scientist. We should interview. I've never interviewed a rocket scientist.
Rocket science and sports. How do they mix? That's our
Does
topic.
he like sports, your brother?
Oh, he's a sports fiend. This guy is all about sports.
Can we call him up next week? I'm serious. Can we get?
I'm sure he would love to, but he's got work. He's got important things.
Was he at JPL?
No, he's at. He just moved. He was at GKN. Now he's at. I don't know if I should be giving all this information.
No, don't
out.
give it out. Don't
Yeah,
give it
I
out.
don't
don't
want
give it
to.
out.
Don't give it out.
All right, Coach, one other thing. I want to give all the schedules for this weekend's games.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Santa Clarita High School basketball, West Ranch versus Hart. Okay, this is Friday tonight's schedule. Valencia versus Golden Valley, Saugus versus Canyon, and Trinity versus Santa Clarita Christian. Santa Clarita Christian's having a good year, too.
What sport?
They're 3-0.
Basketball?
This is all basketball, yes.
That's your sport. That you
Yeah,
played
that's fine.
basketball.
Yeah, I played basketball
You
my
were a
whole
point
life.
guard. You were a 1 or a 2.
I was a 1.
Yeah. And speaking of basketball, the Lakers, have they won yet?
Of course.
No, I mean, they were in a little 7-8 game losing streak. Is your buddy
Well-
Lonzo back?
Well, no, he's actually out tonight. The Lakers are playing tonight.
Where are they playing tonight?
They're playing the Pacers, 7:30 at Staples Center.
I don't think this season is about wins and losses, though.
What's it about?
I think it's
Aaron?
about developing our young talent and seeing growth in individual players.
Those are just excuses.
No,
what is
No,
what
that's
is
not an
sport-
excuse.
That's
Listen,
misguided, Coach.
Hold on, Coach. anybody who saw this roster, management, ownership, everybody, fans that know the game, this roster is not built for a championship yet. This roster is about young kids getting more experience and growing, and that has taken place this year. Brandon Ingram is playing much better than he did last year. Kyle Kuzma is a surprise you didn't think you had. Julius Randle started off bad. I even thought, maybe he's trade bait. He's having a great year as well. So, if anybody looks at this roster and is a fan of the Lakers, that's all you can expect. Some growth, maturity, following a system, and hopefully get more wins than they did last year, and I think they'll do that.
Aaron, get the Lakers on the phone right now. This kid, Travis, could be a PR guy for the Lakers. I mean, here's my thing with the Lakers. I understand everything you said, and maybe 10% of it was true. The issue is I don't think they have any dog in them. They don't play hard enough. They play in spurts hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I won't give you that because if you compare last year to this year and the dog, it's much different. These guys would lay down so quickly. These guys play hard and they're entertaining and they play defense. I'm just comparing this year to last year. Now, to be relevant and to be in the playoffs, yes, they're going to have to have more dog in them, as you say, but they're learning the NBA game right now.
I just wonder how hungry, if you're making, go ahead, Aaron, you want to say something?
Well, no, please go, Coach. Then
I'm just saying, if you're making the kind of money Travis makes, that's the name of the show, Travis Talk Sports here, every Friday at 1 o'clock. If you make the kind of money Travis makes, what's your incentive to put everything out there? And I don't see it. Being an old coach, I just don't see it.
Well, I mean, look, these guys, a lot of them are still on their rookie contracts or they're looking for a new contract. Julius Randle, he's going to be a free agent come up this summer.
At times, let's talk about him for a second, because at times he looks tremendous.
Well, that's the thing.
At times.
Yeah, and going back to the defense thing, if I can real fast, if you watch the games and then I stick around and I watch the post-game press conferences because, I don't know, I'm obsessed with these Lakers. And the main complaint from Luke Walton consistently is we have to take pride on the defensive end. We got to get more dog in us because we're laying down a lot and we're letting these teams walk all over us. Now, Julius Randle, he's trade bait. He's trade bait right now. And I don't know if a lot of these players outside of Kuzma, Ingram, and Lonzo all think that they're going to be Lakers long term. So I think it's got to be tough on the locker room, not only in the locker room, but also for Luke Walton to control and coach the team.
Larry Nance Jr. He's had some injuries, and him and Julius kind of play that same position. So I know at one point Julius was upset at his playing time, and I think these guys. Here's another thing about these guys: they're so young and they're so sensitive. They get set on the bench or don't get called out, and now they're in thinking games, and it's in their head. And when they get out there on the court, they aren't just playing basketball. One thing that I read, Julius Randle has approached Walton of wanting to be the enforcer on the team, wanting to be that defensive pushback, and that's exactly what they need. He's not really a scorer. He should be a great defender, rebounder, and someone who gets in there like a Draymond Green and gets physical with the other team.
I agree.
You're spot on. That's what we're missing. That's when I say we're soft. When you come play the Lakers, nobody's going to bang you. Nobody's going to bang you under the basket. There's no fear. I mean, you what's his name? Draymond Green?
Yeah.
That dog will hit you. I mean, you know that you played that game.
I think Julius has some of that in him.
Some of it. Sometimes.
Did you guys see this Clippers versus Rockets?
Oh, yeah,
brawl?
we're going to get into that. We have that down here.
Cool.
One other thing though, if you look at the Lakers, the one thing that I see that's lacking on the floor is leadership. And that's just because they're all young and no one knows how to lead yet. But I think that's coming. And, I think there's a lot of criticism out there in the media about Lonzo, but I think this kid's going to be good. He's a rookie, and he's learning, and he's been hurt a little bit, but you know what? They said when he is not in the game, when he's been out, they're 0-8.
I know
He's not
that
in the
everybody, all you Laker guys want to give you that statistic.
The
When
youngest
Lonzo
player in
doesn't play-
NBA history to have a triple-double.
I don't know, Coach. If you didn't know who his dad was, and you saw his stats, and you saw the way he
I didn't care
affected,
for him at UCLA, Aaron. Honestly, come on,
Coach.
man. Did you see him in the playoffs in the NC2As?
I'll give you that point, Coach. I'll
Thank
give you
you.
that point.
He
But
had
if
that
you
one
watch
bad
them
game
all
against
season,
Fox.
you know why you're salty, Coach? I'll tell you why. Because Lonzo Ball, when the Oregon Ducks traveled to Pauley Pavilion, Lonzo Ball hit a step-back three to win the game, and ever since that moment, you've been anti-Lonzo.
Right in your eyeball, Coach.
Right in the
You
eye.
said good night now.
Good night.
Hey, another thing that
Hey, my Dylan Brooks, though, is doing good
Hey,
with Memphis.
He's looking good.
Dylan Brooks, baby. Why don't we get Dylan? That dog's got dog in him. That ex-Duck can play.
Although I think I might have a better vertical than Dylan Brooks.
Really?
Maybe.
Hey, a couple more topics here on the Lakers, Coach. One is all this changes, and the Lakers have been working at this for the last 2 or 3 years of getting salary cap space for this offseason, okay? They got rid of Lou Williams because of money, okay? They got rid of Russell and got Lopez for Lopez's expiring contract at the end of the year, and they moved D'Angelo Russell so they could draft Lonzo Ball. So, here's the thing. This is where you get the leadership starting next year, and there's 2 players in my mind that are going to come to the Lakers.
Magic Johnson needs to come back. That's the only chance you guys have. Breaking
No,
news.
hey, hey, hey,
Let me hear it.
Breaking news.
Hold on.
Hold on, let me hear
Hold
it
on.
from
We're not done
Travis.
talking about the Lakers. 2 names, LeBron James and Paul George. Okay? They are going to get 1, if not 2 of those guys. And if they don't get one of them, we get Paul George and we don't get LeBron, then we're going to get someone like a DJ.
I don't
for
want
the Clippers.
DJ.
We're gonna
I'd rather
get
have Boogie.
a Cousins. We're gonna have the
Okay.
cap space, the money, and there's gonna be a change in Lakerland next year.
It's about time. Are we done with the Lakers?
No, there's one other thing that's really bugging me, and we'll end with this before we go to break. Is everyone's talking about Luke Walton and he's not a good coach and he should be run out of town, and I'm like, who are these people that think they know about basketball to come up with this stuff? You give a guy 2 years with young people, young players, rookies who's never played the game, and you're saying, let's fire the coach, let's get rid of the coach. Who in their right mind will look at that roster and say, oh yeah, Luke better lead us to a championship? I hate when organizations give a coach with no talent and expect them to win. Okay, well, look at Luke Walton when Steve Kerr was out for 30 games, and he went, 27-2 or something? And he had the talent. They're running the same system that they did in Golden State in L.A. You got to give him time. Now, in 4 years, after we have LeBron and Paul George and whoever else, and he's not performing, then you got a basis to say, hey, he's not doing what we like. Let's go another direction. But I hate when organizations and media start talking about firing a coach when everybody in the world who knows anything about basketball knows that the Lakers aren't a championship team. Okay, it doesn't matter what coach you would bring in, they wouldn't make the playoffs, and they wouldn't go to any championship.
Send this to the Lakers, where they're located. Where are they, still on Pico or somewhere down there in West L.A.?
El
I mean,
Segundo.
how many years has it been since they've had a championship team? How many more years do you want to wait? 15 more years? 10?
No, we'll
Come on,
we'll have
been 15.
we'll have a couple championships.
It's good that they've got you two bamboozled. I think that's really cool.
They had to go through a couple rough years because what are you gonna do?
Couple?
What are you gonna do? Ship Kobe off to another team? No, you gotta tank while Kobe's ending his career. Then you rebuild with young talent, and it's a lot of stand-ins. I'm with Travis right now, and I'm sure it's hard for those guys to be invested in this team when they know. Everyone knows, the fans know, certainly, that these guys are not going to be here for the next 5 years.
You're better off following Masters basketball.
All that being said, the Lakers still own the city. Clippers are still the JV team.
As a newly minted Ram fan and an experienced Dodger fan, I'd have to disagree with you right now. When Chick Hearn was
Rams?
alive, yes, I could see the Lakers
They own this town?
Yeah. Who is the announcer for the Lakers? Who was the
Billy Mack and Stu Lance.
That's right.
And then you got
John
John
Ireland,
Ireland and
Michael
Michael Thompson.
You guys know all the answers.
There's
Good for
another.
you.
There's another player we could take.
When are we going to talk about
Clay
baseball
Thompson.
and the Dodgers? Something more relevant.
A little later, Coach. Be
3
patient.
months from now.
The show is called Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 o'clock on award-winning KHTS 1220 AM and 98.1. Do we have to take a break now?
Break time.
Wow. Okay, we'll be
Callers,
right back.
call in.
Oh, we have a special guest coming on. Yeah.
5487. Yes, we have a special guest next. When
Yeah,
we come
come
back.
on back. Come on back.
From the sidelines. Wait, hold up. I think they hate when people tell me take my time, right? Nah, they tired of waiting. They say, "Cray, you so, man." For real.
Stone Oven, the healthy alternative. You've never tasted a sandwich like this before. Gourmet bread cooked before your eyes. Stone Oven at the food court at Valencia Town Center.
Save at the best Santa Clarita restaurants. Restaurant Row, where everything is half price. Click on hometownstation.com and discover incredible savings. Online or at our radio station, everyone saves with Restaurant Row. Check it out at hometownstation.com. Restaurant Row, where everything is half price.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrocoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call the Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrocoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
The Las Vegas shooting created awareness for all of us. Awareness to upgrade security at concerts. Awareness for clearly marked exit signs. Awareness on how to evacuate safely. And awareness to have tighter hotel security. The law offices of Owen Patterson Owen are working diligently with Las Vegas victims to prevent future tragedies from occurring, as well as protecting the rights of Las Vegas victims to receive financial assistance for their ordeal. If you know someone impacted by the shooting, visit opolaw.com. That's opolaw.com.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Do you like to rock across Africa?
Then the wait is over.
Africa Rocks! Africa's Greatest Hits is now available at the San Diego Zoo! And who could forget 99 red baboons?
Or the African crested porcupine smash hit, I Got Quills to Pay the Bills! Hey, don't get too close!
And the hits keep on coming!
Africa Rocks has all your favorites from 6 different African habitats.
Hungry like a leopard!
Ibex is back!
Harder, better, Fossa stronger!
And a new track from Kendrick Lamar!
Now, Larry.
Yes, Chuck?
A collection of this magnitude, I'd fly to Africa!
Well, don't pack your bags, friend. Africa Rocks is only available right here at the San Diego Zoo.
Wow, that really does rock.
No, it Africa Rocks.
Welcome to Africa Rocks. Experience 6 different African habitats, including our first ever aquatic enclosure with African penguins. Only at the San Diego Zoo.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
Hometown. Your hometown station.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Here we go! Here we go! A little run! Little run! No sweat! No sweat! I can do it! I can do it! You can do it! You can do it! Hoorah! Hoorah! A left side to you!
Tell them bring their guns out! Set my city up in play! And yeah, though I walk
Welcome back to Travis Talk Sports. This is Travis Gist along with Coach Ron Tunick.
I just heard the commercial for Title Boxing. I was cool. I was here that day. That's a very cool. Charles did a nice job on that, man.
Oh, thank you, Coach.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
awesome.
We worked hard. We got a great engineer, and that's what it's all about. Great engineers.
So Title Boxing is right across the street from Best Buy in that shopping center. I've been there. The eye candy is fabulous. 65% of your participants are females, and the best part. And I was just listening to your commercial. Is the intense workout. In 30 minutes, you can accomplish more than hanging out for 2 hours at some gym.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have a signature workout. It's called the Power Hour. It can run 30 minutes, 60, or even 75. 75-minute class on Saturday mornings is 12 rounds, 12 3-minute rounds on the bags, preceded by 15 minutes of warm-up, and after that you do 15 minutes of core. It's a real good workout. You can't beat it.
Now, next Saturday, I think I'm going to – what time is that?
That's at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning.
8 a.m.
And we have one at 10 a.m. for those folks that, get up a little slower. We got one of those.
Yeah, look at Travis. Don't look at me when you say that. So you have something very special to talk about.
Yeah, we have an exclusive that we're going to run in the month of January for KHTS listeners only. If you call into the station and register that you heard about Title Boxing Club on KHTS, we will provide 1 month free access to the Title Boxing Club. Come on out. Come out to as many classes as you like. Come use the club and work out in off-class hours, which is a feature of our club. And check us out. You get a whole month to figure out whether or not Title Boxing Club is for you. And we know if you come a few times, you'll be addicted just
Only
like everybody.
10, though. You're limited to 10, right?
We're limiting it to 10. We got just, 11, 12 days left in the month? I don't know. My math isn't so good. I guess it's 12 days left in the month.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You don't hear that from too many businesses. Hey, just come in, try us. No charge, no commitment. See how you like us.
But you got to tell us about KHTS. That's all you got to do.
So I need to come up with a script for my family members. So I've got at least 10 in my family. So I'll just have them come up with new names or something, KHTS sent me.
Tell us a little bit about Title Boxing and how it originated, how you got involved with it, and things like that.
Yeah, it actually originated in the Kansas City area.
That's a good place.
A professional boxer named Danny Campbell came up with the idea that regular folks did not want to be boxers, but they loved to box and they loved to learn to box. And he was training people after his career was over. And he thought, suppose I put together a fitness-like environment with a bunch of heavy bags, and I train people just like I would train for my fight, and I train people in classes, see what people like. So he built a gym like that as a trial, and lo and behold, it filled up. A couple of hundred members overnight. Danny built 20 of these clubs and then decided, wow, I want to franchise this. He brought in some professional franchisers. He brought in Title Manufacturing. That's the company that makes Title boxing, kickboxing, MMA gear. Brought them in. It's a very complex business arrangement, but it's all together, and it's a big franchiser, and it's called Title Boxing Club International. We have about 200 clubs in the lower 48 states, and now they're starting to go international. Mexico, Canada, Dominican Republic just opened one of all places, right? Santo Domingo, and we're expanding. And I'm number 6 here in California, and very proud to be in Santa Clarita.
That's awesome, Coach, you've been there and I've been there. It's an outstanding facility. It's just great equipment. It just gets you pumping and motivated. I watched some of the workouts going on there. It was awesome. So.
It's like your music. Can you play our intro again? This is when you go into the gym. I mean, just listening to the music, you're going to burn 100 calories. Right? I mean, really, I'm dancing around every time I go in the title boxing. It's such a is that our intro? No, that's not our intro.
Yeah, that's the intro.
Is that our intro?
That's the intro.
No. So really, what our product is all about, it's the power hour workout, but it's the trainers. The trainers are the product. You know, friendly trainers, motivated, inspirational, in great shape themselves. They're boxers, kickboxers, martial artists. Some are all three, and we only hire people that care. That's it. And when you come in, they know your name. We know who you are. We know where you are in your workout. We're watching over you, and we teach basic boxing and kickboxing technique right in the class. And when we teach that, people evolve, and as they evolve, their workout gets better, and as the workout gets better, they burn more calories. So this is where the real product is built in Title Boxing Club, and there's no weights, no machines. You do everything with natural body movements that we do in boxing and kickboxing.
It's so inspirational when you walk in there. But I used to box, and it's not what you think, ladies and gentlemen. You're not hitting anybody. You're taking your stress and all the other stuff out on a bag, but they teach you how to hit the bag properly. And talk about the wrap, because you're wrapped properly. You're not just putting gloves on your raw hands. You're getting professionally wrapped, right?
Absolutely. We use Title Pro 180-inch wraps. Keep your hands strong, wrist and lower forearm wrapped up properly and supported. And we use real gloves. We use gloves designed for this workout. We get fit, not hit. It's fitness, not fighting. We don't do any sparring. We have a beautiful ring where we do boxing, kickboxing technique training for folks one-on-one or in small groups, 2 to 4 people.
One other thing that you told me, Charles, that I thought was awesome is it's not just for dad out there or mom out there, but it's a whole family event. You have kids that are part of it as well, don't you?
Absolutely. About 30% of our members right now are whole families, and husband, wife, and teenage kids all the way down to 8 years old all come in and work out together, which is something we're highly encouraging, especially here in Santa Clarita Valley, which is such a family-oriented place. We changed our program around to suit that type of workout, and it's working out really well. 8 years old and up, and we have folks all the way up to 73 years old that join the club.
That is so positive. I'm going to encourage my grandkids to get in there. I mean, nobody's going to be bullying my grandkids after they sign up for title boxing. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, that workout builds confidence and it empowers people. You never really want to have to use those skills, but when you need them, they're there. So that's how we look at that.
Title Boxing, right across the street from Best Buy. Just go in there and tell them KHTS sent you. They have a 1-month free access. We'll be talking about it all week.
You got to mention KHTS.
Yeah.
You got to mention KHTS.
Yeah, and you only have 12 days to do it. Charles, thank you for coming in. I'll be talking about on my show Tuesday, because I personally, I know you. And you're so inspiring, and I know that your business is run the same way that you run everything else in your life. It's first class. It's done right. You walk in, the lighting is great. It's clean as a whistle. You got recreation there for the whole family. It's awesome, man. Thank you for bringing it to Santa Clarita, seriously.
Thank you, Ron. Thank
and
you,
you have
Travis.
a website or anything you want to let everybody know?
Oh, yeah. We're on Facebook at Title Boxing Club of Santa Clarita. Also, just search on Google Title Boxing Club of Santa Clarita. It'll come up on the Title Boxing Club International Global website, and we're on Instagram. So there's lots of ways to get a hold of us. Our schedule's there, and a lot about our product is all in those sites. You can even sign up for a first shot free class to come in and try out a class right online. You don't have to call anybody, don't have to do anything, send an email, none of that. Just sign up right there. Boom, boom. You're in the class.
So Facebook is Title Boxing Club Santa Clarita?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll be talking about it all next week. Only 10, so maybe there's only 1 left, because I'll have 9 of my family, Aaron, in there. I'm not kidding you, man. I'm going to get my grandkids in there. It is just a wonderful atmosphere. It's so positive.
What about you, Coach? Whenever you
No, I'll be in there. I got a little golf tournament tomorrow, but I think next Saturday I'm going to come by.
I got gloves waiting for you.
Right. Next Saturday.
I got gloves waiting for you.
Next Friday. Oh, the next Saturday. I'm golfing.
Next Saturday.
We're going to snag him.
Yeah, we'll snag him. The
Yeah.
show's called Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 o'clock. We have another special guest coming on, and then hopefully we have time left to talk about baseball. We need new baseball rules, Travis.
Yeah, I think you're right. We'll see. We can talk about that. I think there's a couple of things that make the game a little bit smoother, faster.
Like 7 innings. I mean, baseball should be the one thing I will say about the NBA. It's basically 2 hours and you're done, right? That's why I enjoy. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. That's what that part of the NBA is lovely. Can I use the word lovely on a sports show?
Yeah.
Well, they're even complaining about NBA that the
I mean, by the
schedule's
time
too
you
long.
finish your popcorn, your ice cream, whatever, your Oreo cookies,
Well, there's
the
also
game's over.
There's also a pace of play that's expected in the NBA.
Yeah.
As opposed to baseball. They're trying to impose this 20-second rule on pitchers, and I'm for it. Pitchers might be against it, and whatever. But as a fan, they're losing viewers every single year, and you see the average age of a baseball viewer is increasing. So they're losing younger fans, and I think it has a lot to do with the pace
your
of play.
age group wants instant gratification, and
Yeah.
baseball doesn't give you that.
Well, I think a couple things. The owners, when you talk about shortening the season, they don't want that because they're going to lose revenue. So I think there is a way to still keep the same revenue but make the game go a little bit faster, and that is maybe going to 7 innings because they aren't going to lose any revenue as far as concessions, as far as people coming if they shorten the schedule to 120 games or anything like that. So there may be a solution for that. I think things like the 20-second rule will help pick up the pace of play
I
as
don't
well.
know. I mean, now we're going to monitor. We're going to have somebody monitor. I don't know. But did you grow up a Kansas City Royals fan?
Yes.
I'm a
George
Kansas City
Brett,
Royals.
Frank White,
Yes.
Will Washington.
Yes. I like
Willie Wilson.
Yes, I like the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, we used to go. My parents actually would always go down to, Fort Lauderdale or wherever at that time where they had their spring
Fort
training
Lucie,
camp.
wasn't it?
It might have been. I don't know. This is a long, long time ago.
Coming up next is a friend of the show. I've been to his vitamin shop so many times. I've spent well-earned money there because Bernard Cash does something that very few business owners does. He cares deeply about his customers. And Bernard, do you mind if I ask you a question about your vitamin store?
Ask anything you like, Coach.
Okay. Are your vitamins made in the United States?
I love that question. Simple answer is yes. After doing this for 25 years, I select the products that I want to carry in my store. Unlike walking into a big box vitamin store, I don't mind say GNC, Vitamin Shop, Whole Foods, the products that are carried on the shelf are dictated by corporate. Not necessarily the knowledgeable staff, if they have a knowledgeable staff member that work in the store. I have the luxury of 25 years experience before there was a thing called Google to know the history of each brand and see them change hands and see the quality change. And that is such a great question, Coach, is because I carry only products that are made in USA, and I also make sure, to the best of my ability using my resources, to make sure I do not carry products that source their ingredients from China and other questionable resources.
I remember a couple of months ago when I went in there and bought a bunch of stuff from you, I asked that question, and when you told me that the products weren't sourced from those countries, I loaded up. So that means a lot to me. It's called Earthwise, and it's over there in Granary Square. He's been there 30 years. 30 years.
And I got to give you a compliment, Bernard, and Earthwise. My wife went in this week, and she goes, "Oh, it was a great store and really, really knowledgeable." I don't know who it was that helped her, but she said, "I had a great experience." She bought a few things, and she said, they really look out for what's best for me.
Thank you for saying that, Travis. It must have been either my daughter or my wife. But that is what we are about. I don't want you to think of me as a vitamin store. I want you to think of me as your next door neighbor, because I do live in this community, and I have since 1987. And I have coached kids in ASO and club in soccer for 17 years, and I know a lot of people in this community. I want you to feel better. I want you, whatever product you put in your mouth, I want to make sure it has no impurities, that it's not going to hurt you. I hate to sound negative, but it's not really, because what you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, can hurt you. You're playing Russian roulette when you pick something off the shelf not knowing where it came from. When you buy it, when you go to Costco or Walmart and you pick up something on sale and you think, all vitamins are the same. They are not. It's just like everything in life. You were mentioning earlier on the show, Coach, how come does Hart always have such a great, successful program in football and baseball?
Why?
They're doing something right. They have the proper coaching, that know how to train these athletes, that have a program that works consistently. Nick Saban didn't win 6 championships just by flinging it. And the same thing in the supplement industry. There are thousands of people that make supplements that don't belong in the business, and they sell them online for cheap, and the consumer is none the wiser. It takes a seasoned professional like myself, and there are others like me out here, in the area, that know the brand and question how the product is made before I allow you to buy it.
Earthwise Nutrition Center, Granary Square, our very special friend, Bernard Cash. So, Bernard, we were talking about baseball for a moment. Do you like the Dodgers? Are you a Dodger fan?
I am a Dodgers fan, and we have our next door neighbors have tickets, and we go at least 2 or 3 times a year. Our kids grew up together. It's a family affair.
That's wonderful. Don't you think that baseball, let's bring it back to 7 innings. I think if we keep it around 2.5 hours, we're just complimenting Aaron and Travis like the NBA. 2 hours, perfect. Popcorn, ice cream, licorice, done.
I totally agree. And you were mentioning like in an NBA, the game isn't done 2 hours. Soccer is the same way. You got 2 45-minute halves with 15-minute break. You're done in 2 hours. I think it keeps the attention span of most fans, and I think it will draw more crowd and more fans to the field. I think that would be a great idea.
That's our soccer correspondent, Bernard Gash. So when you look at baseball, let's go 7 innings. Let's maybe take the umpires out of it and get robots in there. What do you think?
No. I think...
no?
Well, then...
They have that little thing on TV, the little square.
You got to have the human element in there. Come on. That's not the way baseball was
Let's
made.
keep people employed, Coach. Putting people out of work.
All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. And when we come back, this is Travis's very special time. This is when he does his... What are you pointing to? You're pointing... 298-5487. 298-5487. You better, we just got people signing up. There's only a few slots left for the 10. There are not even 10 left, but free access for a month over at Title Boxing. We'll be right back on Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 o'clock.
Trying to stop me, got these people out here wishing they could pop me. If they want me, come and get me.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
I love it.
Right on!
Your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Man, I just love your opening music. We're dedicating the show to Tara, one of our longtime listeners. Thank you, Tara, for everything you do for the community, and you know who you are.
Yeah. Coach, we got a couple topics here we got to get to before our time runs out.
Let's go.
First, we are going to talk about quickly, what did you think about the whole Clippers-Rockets little fake fight?
You know, being
suspensions?
an ex-coach, being an All-American ball player, and it's all part of sports. The press needs something. You know, there was a slow press day. They need to blow things. It's ridiculous.
No, get this. Chris Paul, James Harden,
that was
a couple other players go to the Clippers locker room.
That was not appropriate.
And Chris Paul doesn't get suspended.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But
was anybody even fined?
Yeah, they were fined, and two of the Rockets players were suspended. Ariza and one other guy.
That is very inappropriate. That I've not heard of ever.
But Chris Paul, you know, he knows the ins and outs of the Staples Center. He got his map out and went the back way into the Clippers locker room. Can you believe that? And he didn't get fined. He should have been fined for.
And he's the last one you want to bring to a fight, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was listening to TNT. You know, they have that post-game show with Shaq and Ernie and Charles Barkley
They're
and
funny.
Kenny Smith, and they were laughing. Who? Chris Paul? What's he going to do?
Did you see them the other night eating the peppers? Did you see that?
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that part either. But I got to say one other thing about the Clippers. I think their whole stinking starting five almost is out on IR, and then DJ's been out a little bit, and Blake was out. And I have to say this is one of the best coaching years of Doc Rivers. These guys may make the playoffs, and they basically have lost their starting five.
Every year. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the Clippers. Let's save it till next week. Every year they've got injuries. I mean, I thought when, what's his name, bought the team, Aaron, who's the guy from Microsoft?
Steve Ballmer.
I thought, honestly, when he bought the team, I was going to become a big Clipper fan. I thought this guy could turn it around, a rah-rah guy, positive guy, leadership, the whole bit. Nothing. I mean, and it's not his fault. I think the issue is, and I hate to say it because I know you're a Doc Rivers fan, but I don't see Doc Rivers taking him to the promised land.
Well, he's got a proven record of doing that, but I think, unfortunately, all those years they had their opportunity, and now that opportunity's gone, and they're going to have to make some decisions on Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan.
Let's clean house.
Like that.
I'm telling you, let's take the Lakers, move them to Visalia, and
all right, stop.
Sorry.
Move to Visalia. I think maybe we could get DJ to come across the locker room and be a Laker.
I don't want that.
All we need, we don't need his scoring.
He's too old. He's going to ask for too much money, and he's going to ask for too many years. Now, if DJ wants to come on board, take a hometown discount for a couple years.
I guarantee he will take the hometown discount when LeBron James and Paul George are here. And we don't need him to score. We need him to rebound, block shots, and defend, because he cannot. They never in his history have they written a play for him down on the block to do anything.
All right, we're almost out of time. All night last night I'm thinking, I got to ask you a question. You grew up in Kansas, one of my favorite
Yes.
states. What's the big difference between Kansas and California?
Oh my gosh, the list is long. Well, Kansas is a great place. We have lots of basketball and sports there. The fans, if you watch any Kansas City Chiefs game, the fans are insane and they get behind their teams and they love them. But me growing up, I played a lot of basketball. I was fortunate to live close to the University of Kansas. I went to KU basketball camps. But I will say, there's not a lot of things you can do. Now, that being said, it's 27 years ago when I moved to California. So I've been back and visited, and there is a little bit more entertainment and some nice spots down there, and they're big into their NASCAR and things like that, but they're also big Kansas City Chiefs fans, Jayhawks fans, and things like that.
Food has to be, yeah, there you go. Okay.
Food. Kansas City barbecue, the best, yes.
Right, yeah.
I'll give them that.
Yeah, and then weather, your winters are not a lot of snow, is there?
No, we get snow.
Oh, you do?
All 4 seasons there.
Any vegetarians out there?
Not that I ever saw.
Aaron, why did you?
All right, Coach. We got 1 minute. We got to talk to our talk about our NFL picks.
I like. I'm a big Tom Brady fan, a Belichick fan. He's hilarious. We could do a whole hour on Belichick. Anyway, I got New England and I've got the Vikes for a soda pop.
Okay. Well,
who do you like?
I think I like the same teams you chose, the Vikings and the Patriots. But I'll say one thing. I think this whole Brady hand is just a fluke. It's just something to get the media's attention on, and his hand is fine. But if the Jaguars can get to Brady, it could be a long night.
See you next week, 1 o'clock, Fridays.
Bye-bye.